Alderson with IO Studio here with Mo Collins.
Hi, I'm Mo Collins.
Hey, we practiced these intros. So
yeah, good. I didn't practice.
You just finished playing with Minnesota Nice.
I did.
And you are from Minnesota.
Yes, I'm from Minnesota, so it's a logical thing that they should ask me to join and play with them, you know, keeping it in state spirit.
You feel like if you said no to it, then you would think like,
then
Mo's a jerk.
I wouldn't be Minnesota Nice anymore. I would no longer be a homegirl, would I?
No. What's
No.
the nicest thing you ever did for someone?
The nicest thing I ever did for somebody? That's a hard answer to question. Question.
Yeah.
That's a hard answer to question. Well, I don't know. I like to think that I do nice things for people on a daily basis.
Mm-hmm.
In fact, I make a point of doing that.
Good.
You know, I used to have an improv group up in Minneapolis called Schizo, what were we? Shtick People or something like that. And within our improv show, there was a door to the back of the stage at the Bryant Lake Bowl, and we'd open up the door, and it was like at midnight, and do a random act of kindness for somebody just walking by.
Really?
Yeah.
That's
we
really
would pull them
nice.
into the right on the stage from the sidewalk out there and do a random act of kindness to that person.
Do you remember one of the acts of kindness you guys
Gosh,
did?
what did we do? Like, because I'd get the audience involved and just be like, anybody have something nice to say to them? Anything in your pocket that you can give to them that would be nice. But
That really made people's day, I'm sure.
Oh,
it
was
turn things
fantastic.
around.
It did. Like there was some. I remember, especially in the winter, you know, because just even giving somebody, get them out of the cold for a second and do something nice for them. They're like, this is great.
It's huge, and maybe they'll pass that along to other people.
Yeah, maybe.
Hopefully.
Well, yeah.
Hopefully.
Yeah. I used to always carry change in my car or pocket or whatever, and do the meter. You know, you put money in people's meters.
It's illegal now. I tried to do that.
What?
I heard it's illegal.
You've got to be kidding me.
It's illegal to do that because we're going around. We actually tried to. We're like, let's just do something nice. We kind of did the same thing.
You were joking.
And we found out that it's illegal to put change.
Why?
I don't know.
They still get their money. Who
Yeah,
cares
they
who
still get
puts
their
it
money,
in
but
there?
they wanted to get tickets out.
Of course, that's all them. Same reason why you can't toss a football on a Los Angeles beach these days. You can't throw a frisbee or a football because somebody might get hit.
Because you can't dig a hole deeper than 8 inches, something like that.
Right.
Because you fall in, I guess, Sue Santa Monica.
Yeah. Meanwhile, we're stepping on glass and cutting ourselves. But you know, it's just about being reasonable and nice about things. It really is. You just be reasonable.
That's a good theme for life. Just
Be reasonable.
Which in improv they teach you to give gifts. You know, with gifts, it could be knowledge, it could be a place.
Yes.
What's maybe the best gift you got on stage in life? What's something that's like, wow, thank you, thanks for doing that.
Oh, I've had so many. I mean, you know, as I was talking to you guys earlier, it was a gift to me tonight to hear, you know, Zach from the group said that this is a really big night for us. We all went to UMD together up in Minnesota, and we're here tonight at the IO main stage during the festival with Mo Collins, and it was, I realized what a big thing, it was a gift to me that he gave me by telling me that, because I was able to remember big nights.
Yeah.
They're important. Those big nights are important, and it was really nice, and I'm grateful to have been a part of that.
You remember one of your big nights? One of those, this is it. Someone helped me out, and this is the big night.
Oh, I feel like there've been a lot. You know, there was even just on a sort of smaller scale. There was a night when I was up at Dudley Riggs in Minneapolis doing an improv set, and I wasn't feeling good. Do you know what I mean? Like I was in a sad place, a hard place, and it was hard for me to go out. I didn't feel funny, and I didn't feel any of that stuff. And I was backstage, and I was even starting to cry. And my good friend Tom Winner, who was in the company with me, just said, it's going to be all right. And I was like, I can't keep up, I'm not doing this. And then during the improv set, I knew he was calling me out, because he just went and started this scene. And I knew I was supposed to go out, but I was still in that place. And I stepped out, because he said Maureen, which is Maureen or Mo. And the best 3 minutes of improv that I've ever had in my life happened from that. It ended the improv show early, because it literally was just this scene that was perfect and beautiful, and it wasn't necessarily funny, and yet it was. And it ended the show like we couldn't, because people were laughing and crying. It was one of the most amazing moments I've ever had in improv. I immediately wrote it down verbatim, so we would have it. And then I had since, like in other shows and stuff, extended it to a 20-minute sketch. But that moment, that was such a gift that somebody gave me, just recognizing the place that I was in.
Mm-hmm.
And so I was able to go out, and what ended up was one of my best improv scenes ever.
And that's what we try to do here. Like just create something.
Yeah.
Right. And rather than kind of just, like you said, it was sad and funny, but it was what it needed to be.
It was a beautiful scene.
Mm-hmm.
It was sort of like God intervened or something. It just laid itself out so beautifully.
Wow.
You ever had those?
Yeah, where it's just something you can't explain it.
You
it just
can't
feels
explain
good.
it. I was not even in my own body.
Mhm.
This other character whose name was Maureen in it, but just took over. It was just one of the most beautiful moments I've ever had on stage. Mhm.
That's great.
Yeah.
When they, of course, you do comedy. Is it tough to sort of maybe? Do you ever break on stage? Do you ever break when filming something? Is it?
Laughing?
Yeah.
Are you really asking me that?
Yeah.
All the time.
Yeah.
Have you seen Mad TV? Oh my God.
Yeah.
I have a problem with it.
When we were we read that you guys would have bets on when.
Well, I would, yeah, because everybody was, wondering at what point in the sketch that I was going to break.
Yeah.
I mean, I would put things into my brain, like about my son, anything like sadness or whatever. So I try not to break.
Yeah.
But they would get me.
Yeah.
They just would, and then they would just go in. When they would see me cracking,
Yeah.
then they'd go in, and I tried so hard not to laugh, but it's. I grew up on Carol Burnett, and that was real when they were laughing. That was real, and that's the joy that I've had doing the same thing. It's real.
Mhm.
If I'm cracking up, it is for real, and it just comes from that truly joyful place
Mhm.
where you're so in the moment, but at the same time, it just feels so good, the comedy all around you, the people you're working with, and it's so funny, and you can't help it.
Yeah.
And of course, when you're in some place you're not supposed to laugh, that's when you can laugh the hardest. Like,
Yeah.
when I'd be in church or something, get going with my sisters, just in hysterics.
Yeah.
We get just into hysterics.
Yeah.
It's always when you're not supposed to laugh is when I laugh the hardest.
If you can go back to younger Mo when you're watching the Carol Burnett show, and you told her everything that was going to happen, would she believe it?
No.
No. And if you could give her one piece of advice while you told her everything, what would that be?
Give advice to
Give advice to
little,
young Mo.
to little Mo.
Little Mo.
Wow. Dreams can come true. You can do what you want to do and what you love to do for your whole life.
For your whole life.
For your whole life.
I believe that. Thank you very much, Mo, for talking with us.
Thanks for having me.
Mo Collins, everyone. Go see her whenever you can see her. She's amazing. She comes out with a ball of energy anytime she's on
My
stage.
whole life, come and see me.
Her whole life. All over everywhere.